Hey guys, what is up? We are back with another video on this channel. I've been wanting to do this for a while because when I saw this video, I loved it personally as a viewer, and I wanted to replicate it to give my own takes on this, and I'm really excited to say that we will be ranking 30 NHL goal horns today. Guys, this video was inspired by Post to Post. He recently just did his own goal horn ranking, so I really recommend you go and watching that because I think it's really good to watch, and it's why I got some more inspiration to do this video. So I'm gonna put the link down in the description to go and watch that video, so I definitely say go into my description and click on the video after this one because it's really a good watch. So recommend you do that. Post to Post is a great hockey YouTuber, and I recommend going and watching his channel. Now, I already hear the people in the comments going, there's 31 NHL teams, technically 32, but they don't have a goal horn yet. There's 31 NHL teams, how could you, you got the wrong number, Alright, everyone in the comment section about to comment that right now, stop. Listen, delete your comment. This is why I'm only doing 30. So, as you guys know, I'm a little biased towards the New York Islanders. Just a little bit. So to make this as fair as possible, I'm going to be removing the New York Islanders from my rankings. This way, to make it fair, we're going to do 30 NHL goal horns. This way, I can make it unbiased. These are my opinions about all the other teams in the league. And this way, we can have fair rankings. So, let's kick it off with number 30. So yeah, number 30 on my list is definitely gonna be the Washington Capitals. So the horn with the siren, I just feel is way too much. The first time I heard it, I was like, it's more scary than it is exciting. I feel, in my opinion, I just feel like it's just, less is more. And I feel like the Capitals just overdoing it it's just not my thing. I guess you have to, grow up with it with your team, and I'm sorry Capitals fans, but it's really my least favorite goal horn in the whole entire league. Alright, coming up at number 29, we have the Edmonton Oilers, and I'm sorry Oilers fans, but this one hurts my ears, honestly. I feel like it's way too high-pitched, a little bit more car horn than train horn, which is a great point that Post to Post came up with, but honestly, it's not my thing. It would just hurt my ears if I was sitting in the arena personally. Not trying to bash on you Edmonton Oilers fans, but this horn is not my thing, so it is at number 29. Number 28, we have the LA Kings. Now, this one is just meh. I like that they have more stoppages. I like when there's more stoppages, maybe because it's, similar to the Islanders. I just like when you have that, rest where it's, excitement that brings it in, just like those little stoppages, which is why I like it more than Edmonton's. But again, it's just very loud. I feel like it's too loud. My friend sent me a video when he was in LA and how loud it is in your ears, and I think that's what deterred me away from this one as much. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So it's just meh. Alright, so next up on my list is the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, this one isn't low on my list because it's high-pitched and it's hurting my ears or too loud. It's underwhelming. We scored, and then it's, the most saddest goal horn ever. That wouldn't get me excited. That would make me, depressed. I want more. I want you to give me more, Carolina. You guys know how to have fun. You bunch of jerks know how to have fun. But when it comes to your goal horn, I might as well go to sleep. It's so sad. It's a sad goal horn. I want more. I want excitement. I want it's this low pitch, but it has no bass to it. Give me that bass. Give me that rumble. Then I'll love your goal horn. But yeah, for this one, it's underwhelming for me. So number 26 on our list, we're going to have the Calgary Flames. Now with this team, it has that high pitch like Edmonton did, but it's not at the same level. So it made me like it more than Edmonton's, but it's still that high pitch kind of sound that I'm not a big fan of. It's just lower volume, I feel, than Edmonton's is, which I appreciate, and I think it's a lower pitch too. But I just don't like those like really screechy high horns, and I feel Calgary's is getting up there, but it's not totally up there. So yeah, Calgary, sorry, that's the reason I don't like yours, I'm sorry. So for number 25, we have the Winnipeg Jets. Now this one's not as bad. It has that train horn quality. It kind of reminds me of taking the train in the city, but otherwise I feel like this is another one like Carolina where it's underwhelming. I would like to hear more of this horn, or just like a louder sound. Maybe it's just my recording, but I don't know. This was another one that was kind of underwhelming to me. If it was louder and more bass to it, I feel like I would like it more. So number 24 is going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now this one I have more up on my list because of the attention to detail in this horn. I love that they have electricity sounds in the background behind the horn. But that's what kind of kills it for me, is that it just kind of bothers me in the horn. I don't know why. I love that the good attention to detail. I think it was very smart. I think it was very cute. But for me, I don't like the sound in the background. I don't know. I just would rather have had the horn. I don't know why. That's just a me thing. This is why this is a total subjective list. But maybe you guys like it. Maybe some of you don't. Maybe some of you agree with me. But I don't know. The electricity in the background, I love the attention to detail. I just don't like the sound of it. So that's why I put this at number 24. So number 23 on this list is going to the Minnesota Wild. Now, this was where I'm going more towards. It's not horrible. It's just meh categories. It's just like, this one I feel like I could get excited about at the arena. I feel like it has that, that brashness and that bass behind it. It's just, there's something in the tone. There's like this little high pitch in it that just, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like those like super high pitchy noises within some of the horns. And there's like a little bit of it in this horn. But honestly, I don't mind Minnesota's. I think it's just very cute and very fun. It's just like there's something in there. There's something in the tone of it that is bothersome to me. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty cool horn. So I'm sorry, Minnesota Wild fans. And if you're watching Jens, I'm sorry. So next up on this list is going to the Montreal Canadiens. So the reason I put them here is similar reasons to the Minnesota Wild. It's got that like high pitch tone that I'm not a big fan of, but it harmonizes, I think, well with the other pitch. I think it has a nice harmonization to it, which is why I like it a little bit better than Minnesota. But only it's just that, again, like that high pitch thing that is just a little bothersome to me. But honestly, I do like this goal horn, and I think it needs more credit, Neil. It needs more credit. So yeah, post to post. I'm putting this a little bit farther down on my list. I think it needs a little bit more credit, but yeah, it's not my favorite. But I feel like it harmonizes better with the higher tone. Okay, so now we got the Dallas Stars. Now with this one, I just felt it was kind of a weird horn because it's got like car and train mixed together in this one. And it's just, again, it's just like an in-between golf horn for me. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. It's just cool, I would enjoy it at a game. I feel like it's just an in-between horn for me. We have the Ottawa Senators. Now, I kind of liked this one. It's a little car horny in my opinion. That's why I think it's like very down the list, at least for me. But honestly, I like it. It sounds very classic, very traditional, and it sounds like something, where just like if you'd played in the parking lot, it's like you guys were getting hyped up, and that's something I really liked about it and why it's more down on my list. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not beautiful. I would like things with a little bit more deeper tones to it, but I do like that it's just one kind of tone. It's not like the mixed Dallas car and train tone. It's picked one, and it's not super high pitched and in your face. I feel like it's classic. It's a lot of fun for Ottawa fans, and I liked this one. I did. So number 19 on my list is the New York Rangers. I've had this surprise a lot of people. I think a lot of people expected me to put them number 30 just because, like I said, I'm trying to do this without bias, and I'm going to do it with what I hear and what I like. So the New York Rangers one I've heard in person. I've been to Madison Square Garden, and it does, get hyped in the crowd. I feel like this one, even though this one has this tension in the middle, that's what brings that sensation into you of like excitement. I don't know, it's just like some sounds I feel like you can also feel, and I feel like this is a horn that you can actually feel as you celebrate. So this is why I really like the Rangers goal horn and why it is where it is. So at number 18, we have the Anaheim Ducks. Now, the reason I have this one where it is because, it felt kind of similar to me in, like, the Hurricanes one. But this one has what the Hurricanes did, and that's that bass underneath where you can hear that horn would just definitely, like, rattle under your feet, which is why I really like the Anaheim one. I just wish it had a little bit more. It's just one straight tone, and it doesn't like pause in the middle or anything, like give stops, which I really think would have upped this more on my list. But otherwise, I love that it has that little bit of bass underneath, which is why I really like the Anaheim Ducks one. So next up, we have the Detroit Red Wings. Now, this one I feel like is Anaheim, but with that little bit of punch mixed into it. Now, the Detroit one, I don't know, it's very subtle. It doesn't have that, high pitch to it. It's just something where it's just kind of meh in tone. I don't think it's like my favorite tone out of all the goal horns, but it would get me excited. It's something I feel like the fans would love. It's just this is why it's kind of like in the middle of my list, because it's just like, it's meh. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's meh. So number 16 on my list is going to be the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now this has some high tone quality to it, but it has that bass underneath it where I feel like if this one off, I would just feel automatic excitement. This one just reaches out to me. I do like this one a lot. That's why it's ahead of all the other ones that have those high pitched tones. I just feel like this one was like done right. And especially since you know what comes after this goal horn, I feel like they really set you up for the excitement, but we'll do goal songs another day. Alright guys, we're halfway through the list. We're at the halfway point, and number 15 is going to be the Vancouver Canucks. Now this one, I like this one. Now we're getting towards more to where I'm liking these goal horns. This is the second half of the list. Is like, I guess like you could say like the positives. And I really like this one. It's got that deep bass tone where it goes off, and I feel like you should be able to feel the goal horn like shake you to your core because it's exciting. You scored a goal, you want to feel that excitement. And I feel like Vancouver does it well here. The only thing that really deterred me from putting this higher was that it's just one long horn. There's no stoppages. And again, I just like when they add those stoppages in goal horn. So that's what made me not move it up as far. But yeah, I'm very happy with this goal horn. And Vancouver, you did it right. Number 14 on my list is going to be the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, I have been to Flyers games. I've heard this in real life. And this is a very fun one. It's that deep, again, I'm sound like a broken record, but has that deep bass tone to it that just automatically elevates you out of your seat because you scored a goal. I feel like it really connects with your audience. It's easy to hear. It's not hard on the ears. And it's something that I feel like a lot of fans can enjoy. I know I enjoyed it, even though they did score against us. But honestly, again, another thing that's deterring me from putting this up, I just like that it doesn't have that much of a high tone as the Canucks did. But what deterred me is that it's just one long straight tone again. I'm wanting those stoppages. Dun, dun, like, cause you want it again and again. It's it's exciting. I like that like those staccato like repeats. So again, I'm very happy with this one. Just I want those stoppages. Alright, next up, number 13, we have the St. Louis Blues. Now, this one is a little higher pitch for me. I don't like it as much as the Flyers one, but here's the difference is that it has those stoppages that just get you excited. But it has that deep bassy tone. I love that it has those stoppages in there. I wish it wasn't so higher as a pitch, but I do love this one a lot. I would get excited at games for that one. So I'm excited about this one being on my list, and I think it's a really good goal horn, and I would be excited at a St. Louis Blues game if I was a fan. Next up, we have the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, this is one I really do enjoy. Yes, it doesn't have those stoppages in there, but it has a tone quality that I really just like hearing. And I feel like at a game, it would just be that much better over a loudspeaker booming over the crowd. So this is one that I just really, really liked the first time I heard it. It's something where it was just like, it wasn't like love, but it's good and I enjoy it. And that's why I think this is where it is. But yeah, it's good. I enjoy it. Now, coming up at number 11, we have the Florida Panthers. Now, this one I really like. I feel like this one has the best of both worlds, where you have a little bit of high and a little bit of low that comes together nicely. It's got a nice deep bass, and it has those nice stoppages in there. This one I just really liked a lot. This didn't crack the top 10, but it's definitely up there for a reason. And Florida, I feel like this would be a lot of fun if you scored a goal. I feel like this would definitely be one that, rattles you at your core and you just get up in excitement. Alright, it is time for the top 10. Ooh, I've been waiting for this. So this at number 10 is going to be the Boston Bruins. Now this one I was so excited for. Like this one, this is like more the train horn sound, which I prefer, and it has like this buzzing, but it's buzzing that's gonna bring that electricity to you. And I love how it, with the stoppage, it has a prolonged stoppage, so it plays the horn, it gives this moment, and then it plays again, so you have like double excitement. And this one I just really, really love. Boston kicks our ass most of the time, so I feel like I hear this buzzer often, but I have to say, I really do love their goal horn, and this is definitely why it made my top 10. Alright, New Jersey Devils fans, here you go. Number 9, I'm picking the Devils. This one, I just feel is so much better. It has that deep, again, like I said, I love that deep tone. They do it so well because it's that train horn, beautiful sound. And again, like they did, like the Boston Bruins do, they have that weight in the center, which I really love. And I've been to Prudential Center. I've had, a lot of fun with my friends who are New Jersey Devils fans. And I have to say, this one gets you hyped. It gets my friend hyped. I really like this horn a lot. And I think it's a lot of fun. I've made me want to celebrate when the New Jersey Devils scored. It really rattles your feet. It's really exciting for the fans, and I love this deep bass tone to it. So that's why I put it number 9. Alright, coming at number 8, we have the Arizona Coyotes. Now, this one was a little bit of an outlier for me, but I really like it for some reason. It doesn't have that deep bassy tone, it's more up there, but it's got this awesome like high horn, but it's not to the point where it's like annoying, and it has that same tone and effect as the Boston Bruins have. I know I keep going back to Boston, but like honestly, I just feel like these are things that have been taken from like Boston and like kind of remade, and that makes me like it a little bit more. And I feel Arizona does this very well, where it's a high-pitched, horn, but it's done right, I would say. I really like Arizona's, and we'll talk about goal songs later, but their goal song is pretty awesome. Alright, next up, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, I think a lot of people are surprised by this. Oh, you're an Islanders fan. You can't like anything Maple Leafs. Stop. But I do like their goal horn. I feel like it's an upgrade to the Arizona Coyotes one. It's a little higher pitched, but it has that deep bass to it. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun at a game. I mean, Toronto's original 6, they got to get it right? Right? But I do like the Toronto Maple Leafs goal horn. I do like that it's a little deeper in bass and it's very loud, but not overly loud. So this was definitely a yes on my checklist. Alright, next up we got the Colorado Avalanche. Now I feel like this is an upgrade from the Toronto Maple Leafs one, where it has that lower sound. I feel like it has like a boat horn, which I think is kind of cool. I guess it's my Long Islander coming out, but I think like this boat horn sound is really, really awesome. It's just something that drew me, that it was kind of like a different horn sound from all the others that you've heard. And again, it has that deep bass, it has the stoppages, it's got everything I love in it, so it was check for me. Okay, we are at the top 5, and I am excited to talk about these. Of course, number 5 is the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, this one, I heard this in person in Chicago. It's definitely fun to listen to. It's definitely something that makes you want to get up. Now, there's just something different about this. You could technically say it's a high pitch, but to me, it has this like lower pitch underneath where it just harmonizes so perfectly that it just makes this wall of sound at you that just encapsulates you in excitement. I don't know why I just feel this way about this particular one, but I just think it's just the perfect harmonization and the perfect just unison of the high and low pitch sounds together. I really, really like the Chicago Blackhawks goal horn. This one gets me up, it gets me excited, and I really think they did a good job with this one. Alright, coming up at number 4 is the San Jose Sharks. Now, this was another one that was an outlier from my checklist, but I just liked it so much because it had that boat horn quality to it, which I think is calling to my Long Islander. But honestly, I just love the deep, rich tone that it has, and it's just, I feel like that's one that is gonna like rumble you in your seat and rumble the floors. I feel like this one was just a perfect tone set by the San Jose Sharks. It's very, very interesting one. I think if it's like bone horror quality, it goes perfect with the team aesthetic. And honestly, I just really, really liked it. It was just something that reached out to me, and it was a tone that I just really liked. That's why San Jose is going at number 4. At number 3, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins, and much like the Chicago Blackhawks, I just feel like this is an even greater example of high and low pitch sounds coming together for beautiful harmonious sound, as well as have enough dissonance between the two that it gets you just excited. I just really, really like this goal horn, and I feel like even though it's like a little bit higher in pitch and sound, I think that's what makes it more exciting. It's what gets you up out of your seat, and I like that it has the stoppage in it, so that was, again, checklist going down. I just really like Pittsburgh's. I feel like they have a really, really good goal horn, and this is why it's my number 3. At number 2, we have the Nashville Predators, and ooh, I love hearing this horn. It's just that deep bass where it just, boom! It's just that effect where it just sweeps you off your feet. I love this goal horn. It's so exciting. It hits you, and it's not like a scared hit like the Capitals where you're like, ah, jeez. It's an excited hit where it hits you like I can't explain it. It's so awesome. I love, love, love Nashville Predators goal horn. I love that it has that deep, bassy tone. This is what I was talking about with Carolina. If Carolina had more of this, ooh, it'd be so much better. I think every team needs a little bit more of what Nashville's putting out, because this goal horn, I love it. Process of elimination, you knew what number 1 was gonna be, but Ooh, number one is definitely the Buffalo Sabres goal horn. Now, this one is just that much better than Nashville's, but I feel like from Nashville's, it has also that higher tone on top of it, but also the, just the strong bass and undertone of Nashville's put together, just that perfect harmonization and dissonance where it's just even that much more powerful and explosive upon you. And so that's why I love Buffalo's. Like, scoring and hearing this, I would be so excited. That's why I really, really love Buffalo's goal horn. It's definitely my number one, and technically number two to my New York Islanders, but I have to say, Buffalo, you have an awesome goal horn that I really, really love. Guys, so this is my top 30 goal horns. Let's see if you agree with me, you disagree. Put in the comments down below what's your favorite goal horn, what's your least favorite goal horn, what do you think about where your team ranked? Do you think I was wrong? Do you think I was right? Let me know how you guys think, because I'm very curious. This was just my own subjective views, so I'm very curious to see what you guys say. But thank you if you watched the whole video, if you only watched to see where your team was. I still love you guys. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like. It's free. And thank you for joining me for another fun hockey video. I will see you guys soon. And enjoy your Stanley Cup Finals. See you later.